In this video, I'm going to show you how you can buy and set up your domain and then set it up in Coolify. So let's get started. If you're looking to get a 20% discount on Hostinger, then use the referral code in the description below, or go to the Hostinger website and in the website URL, add question mark, referral code is equal to swebdev and press enter. The code will be applied on checkout. So let's continue with the rest of the video. Okay, now what you're going to do is after you've installed Coolify, and I've already made a separate tutorial on how to install and set up Coolify and add, whether it's a React, Next.js, merge stack website, you can add that. But after you have done setting that up, you just click Manage Panel. Then you can open up your Coolify, okay? But before we do that, I'm going to show you what you need to do is you set up your domain name first. So when you're in your VPS, or you can just go into domains specifically, you need to click on DNS Manager. But I'll go into the domains so that you know how to do that. And also you can get a domain from your account as well by going into the domain section. But go into domain profile, okay? I'm not going to show you this domain, but I have purchased a domain before. So when you're seeing your domain, okay, you click on manage. So after you have done that, click on DNS name servers, okay? Then after you have done that, what I need you to do is go into this part, okay? So you can keep the default one or use 3600, and then you need to add two records into this. So one is to register the domain itself, and another one is to link it to your IP address for this, basically. Okay, and where do you find this? So what I want you to do is open up your VPS, go into overview and scroll down. Here you will see this IPv4. Okay, you need to copy this, and then what you're going to do is take that IPv4 address you copied and you need to paste it into point 2. Okay, and after you've done that, you just need to click on add record. So once for that, and then another one is going to be with the asterisk, same thing. In the points 2, add the IP address, okay? And then click add record. You can use this or 3600, whichever one you feel is okay with you. Both are fine, by the way. I have had no problem, so both are fine. So the difference between the @ and the asterisk is that the @ basically links the IP address and the website address itself, but the asterisk makes it usable for subdomains. So that is why it is necessary to add that. Otherwise, if you're just hosting, let's say, not as some kind of backend service of some kind, just a front-end service like some static website or something like that, then you don't need the asterisk one. But if you do have some kind of server running in the background, like a Node.js application that has a server, then you would need a subdomain. And for that, you would need the asterisk. Otherwise, the @one is fine for a static website. So now that that is out of the way, let's go into the next step, which is connecting our website with our domain name. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I showed you how to buy your domain name and then set up your domain name to be used with your website. Now what I'm going to show you is how to connect it with your website. So in this one, we're going to do a React website. So a simple static React website that you have needs to be connected with your database. And we're using Coolify, by the way. We need to get the website domain name that we purchased, and we need to add it into the domains. So remove the domain name that gets generated by Coolify by default and just put in yours. So now you need to add the full website address, which is going to be with the HTTPS. So put in the domain name, and then in the start add HTTPS:// and you don't need to add the www dot here, okay, because there is a option down below which is called direction, and I would recommend keeping it on both because I know majority of the times it is without the www, but it's just better, I think, to keep it for both because some people might be used to something like that. So it's fine. So after that, just click save and it will save it, but you need to redeploy the application. Okay. Okay, so now you can see it says it is finished, and let's go back into configuration. Just select the whole name of the domain, open a new tab, paste it in, and press enter. As you can see, the website is running and it is a fresh Vite installation. This is just like a basic one that I did just to show you that you can do this. In future tutorials, I'll also be showing you how you can launch an actual website with a backend and stuff as well, or even in the sense of it might require some setup with actual projects, and some projects I've already done on the channel. So I'll be putting those online. So like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.